Have you ever wondered how much control social media has over your life? Hello, my name is Hannah Diggle. Social media has negative effects on our well-being, from aspects of depression, anxiety, to relationships with others. Social media has a major negative effect on our relationships. Articles by Wilkerson have proven that social media has a negative effect on relationships by allowing the relationship to be viewed and criticized by others. This is because couples tend to post about their relationships on social media, from just dates to sometimes even arguments. And posting these things on social media allows for random people to put their input into the relationship. The relational dialects theory, or RDT, is a theory stating that romantic partners need to balance the effects of being brought together and pulled apart by social media. One of the effects could be competing with others and with competing over social media. Posting so much about our lives and spending so much time on social media, it can cause poor mental health. Studies show that teens who spend time on social media report poor sleep patterns and elevated levels of anxiety and depression. A study on online social networking and depression showed that students who spend more time on social media are more likely to be depressed. Levels of social media use were compared with levels of depression, and there was a positive correlation between social media and depression. As well as for myself, I have noticed that whenever I spend a lot more time on social media, I struggle sleeping, and that I can spend hours up on social media every night. And when I'm looking at social media, I can tend to compare myself to others. And I have also noticed that sometimes it can lead me to be upset by comparing myself to others. Not only does social media cause a decline in mental health, but it can also lead to addiction. Social media brings entertainment, which brings satisfaction for a short period of time. And like other addictions, once you get that feeling of that high, you begin to crave it more. I know from personal experience that I constantly have my phone with me. And most of the time when I open it up, the first thing that I tend to go to is one of my social media apps, such as Instagram or Facebook or Snapchat or whatever else there might be open to other people. I tend to always have my phone on me, not only because my parents choose that I keep my phone on me so that they always know where I am, but also because it lets me keep in contact with people as well as social media and the rest of the world. I spend hours on TikTok, often reducing my sleep. I can be on TikTok from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. or even longer. Most of the time when I have nothing to do, I'm sitting there and I'm scrolling through TikTok, or I might be scrolling through Instagram. And not only am I doing that to pass the time, but oftentimes I'm dealing with it in forms of my anxiety by sitting there and scrolling through my phone when I'm in an open setting so that nobody stops and looks at me and sees how nervous that I might be. And my main form of communication is Snapchat. I'm on it probably about 6 hours a day, possibly more or even possibly less, but I talk to practically everybody on Snapchat. I take all of my pictures and my videos on there. I post on those stories for everybody to see, as well as I communicate with most of my friends through there, even some of my own siblings. Internet addiction can also affect your mood and your sleep schedule. Addiction is not the only cause for concern with social media use, but also communication in relationships and mental health. Our lives can be altered by social media use by messing with our mind. Social media use can cause depression and anxiety, but also many other problems, such as struggling with self-image. How different would your life be without social media? I suggest take a step back from social media for a few days and see how your mental health changes. See how you might be happier without it, and see how less you question yourself as you do whenever you're on social media comparing yourself to others.